My wife and her sister ruined my vacation. The note was folded twice, slipped between the straps of my suitcase. Babysit her, you'll have fun together. Their laughter bled through the ink. My wife, her sister. Two silhouettes retreating down the terminal, dragging their luggage like criminals abandoning evidence. And there I stood. A 5-year-old girl clung to my hand, her eyes heavy with confusion. Her niece, my burden, my cage for the next 2 weeks. Vacation, they called it. Escape, I called it. A test, perhaps. I had nothing against the child. Innocence does not offend me. But I knew what this was. A diversion. A stage curtain pulled shut while the real play unfolded somewhere else. The phone in my pocket buzzed. A message I wasn't meant to see. A preview of betrayal. Back soon. Don't wait up. Wrong recipient. Wrong time. That was the moment I understood. My vacation wasn't ruined. It was repurposed. I looked down at the girl. She tugged at my sleeve. "Where's Mommy?" I smiled. Cold. Thin. Not here. And in that silence, I made a decision. I called my wife's best friend. And when she came back, the truth began to unravel. Airports are temples of movement, yet I felt still, suspended. Her best friend arrived within an hour. Bright smile, rehearsed cheer. Too rehearsed. She scooped the child up like she'd been waiting. Familiar. Too familiar. I watched. Listened. The tone of her voice carried history. Comfort. Not the kind built from casual visits, but from secrets shared at night. Whispers over drinks. Laughter in hidden places. "Where's she gone?" I asked. My tone steady. Deliberately harmless. "Oh, just some girl time with her sister. You know them." I knew enough. Her eyes betrayed her. Flickers of guilt. A flash of panic, buried fast beneath politeness. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The silence was enough. Later that night, after the child slept, I scrolled through her social media. A private post, hidden from me, but not from the careless leak of a mutual friend. A picture. Wine glasses, ocean view, 2 women smiling. My wife, her sister, and a shadow in the reflection of the window behind them. Not a woman, a man. My pulse slowed. My thoughts sharpened. Betrayal doesn't scream, it whispers. It leaves fragments, pieces scattered like broken glass, and I began to collect them. I became 2 men that week. The husband, dutiful, calm, managing a child's routines with mechanical precision. And the investigator, silent, meticulous, cutting into her world piece by piece. Phone records. I bribed a clerk at the carrier. A string of calls to a single number, repeated, obsessive. Emails. She'd forgotten the sync on the shared tablet. Drafts never sent, but saved. Words written like confessions. He understands me. Not like him. Not like me. Her sister's name appeared too often. Cover stories, coordinated lies. A partnership. Family as camouflage. And the best friend? She wasn't innocent either. I traced a booking confirmation in her inbox. 3 names. 1 hotel suite. I didn't rage. Rage is for fools. I logged everything. Screen captures, statements, receipts. A case file building inside my mind. At night, I rehearsed my silence, my stillness. When the truth came, I would not tremble. I would not shout. I would place the evidence before them like a surgeon placing a heart on the table. Cold, undeniable. The girl asked once, "Why do you look sad?" I told her the truth, in a way she'd never understand. Because sometimes people lie. The flight home landed at dawn. She returned hours later, sun-kissed skin, laughter rehearsed too perfectly. Her sister beside her, sunglasses masking hangovers, secrets. I sat at the kitchen table. The girl drew with crayons nearby, innocent background noise to a funeral of illusions. I slid the folder across the table. Receipts, photographs, records, her best friend's signature confirming the booking. No words, just evidence. Her face drained of color. Her hands trembled but didn't touch the file. Her sister's mask cracked into fragments of panic. Finally, she whispered, "How long have you known?" I leaned back, controlled, detached. Long enough. The silence stretched. She broke first. Tears, excuses, fragments of half-truths spilling across the table. Her sister joined in, pleading tones, voices colliding in desperation. I remained still. My calmness cut deeper than any outburst. I let them speak, let them drown in their own contradictions. And when the noise collapsed into sobs, I delivered the quietest blow. I already filed for separation. Her head snapped up. Confusion, shock, a knife without a handle, buried in her chest. "Last week," I added, "the firm is aware. They've seen everything." Her sister gasped. My wife's eyes widened, not from heartbreak, but fear. Fear of exposure, fear of losing more than me. I stood, collected the folder, and placed it into my briefcase. A deliberate gesture, ownership of the truth. "You ruined a vacation," I said, my tone flat. "But I ruined your alibi." Her best friend entered then, as if summoned by fate. She saw the wreckage, 2 women broken, me composed, and knew. Her face collapsed into guilt. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. I walked past them all, my silence heavier than any curse. The house behind me was no longer mine. It belonged to them, to their lies, their laughter, their conspiracies. I had taken what mattered, the truth. Truth sharp enough to dismantle reputations, to cut through legal fabric, to sever bonds they thought unbreakable. There was no rage left in me, only clarity. A strange, cold calm, like stepping out of a storm into clean, dry air. At the airport once more, I watched planes lift into the sky. Vacations for other men, other families. Not mine, not anymore. I thought of the little girl. She deserved better than their shadows. But she wasn't my fight. My fight was over. I didn't win love. I didn't want it. I won silence, power, distance. And in that distance I finally understood. Some betrayals are not survived. They are dissected. And once dissected, they die.